Hello everybody, back in Planet Zoo today where we are going to be creating a really unique and modern cheetah habitat. But first I've got a very important message for you. Now you might have seen some other content creators on YouTube and some streamers on Twitch mention this, and you also might be fully aware of what's going on. But if you have not, that is perfectly okay. Now, I am taking part in Cangothon2021, and basically it's to help raise money and awareness for the Cango Wildlife Ranch. I'm very honoured to be taking part in this, and there's two ways you can help me, the community, and Cango Wildlife Ranch out. And number one is the most obvious one, is to donate. Now, don't feel like you have to donate. If you can't financially afford to donate, then don't, but any donations are very welcome. Now, if you cannot donate, there is another way you can help out. Go over to the YouTube channel, the link will be down in the description, and subscribe and watch their videos. It might help to bring that other revenue stream into Cango Wildlife Ranch through their YouTube channel. Now, with that being said, let's get into this habitat creation. Now, this was it once it was complete, and this is the plan and how everything came out looking. Now I'm going to take you into specific areas. The main circular viewing area for our guest. This is the cheetah gateway where our zookeepers can let in and out the cheetahs from inside to outside. This is the educational viewing area. And then we've got, obviously, what we need, the staff zone, our entrance to our habitat and our keeper's hut. Now, let me show you the process of me creating this. And here we are at a blank canvas where we started with creating the first modular piece for the main outside circular viewing area. We used the new mesh pieces, what came in the Africa DLC. I love these pieces, by the way. We used some timber and some plaster pieces and some of the rods as well. And once we got that design, we then just needed to duplicate it over, use the old rotational trick, and we rotated it all the way around until we had that perfect circle we needed. Once that area was complete, it was time to move on to the main structure and probably my favourite part of this creation as well. And I did this by using the good old trusted plaster pieces, and we carried on this fence area as well to give it the gateway area for our inside area, cheetahs to be able to enter the outside area. And obviously we carried on with the same theme by using the mesh pieces and the timber woods and the plaster pieces at the bottom. These plaster pieces are actually really good, and I really find it quite easy to be able to use. These are the new plaster pieces what came with the Africa DLC, and thank God we've got them because I love them and they really seem to work, especially with having different size ones as well. The mesh pieces, obviously brilliant, another great added pieces. The Africa Pack DLC for me, even though the animals were great, we've got the meerkats, we've got the African penguin, and most importantly we've got my favourite actual animal, which is the fennec fox. But we also got some great pieces to be able to create new creations with, some really good building pieces in this pack. I'm really happy with Frontier and Planet Zoo with what they've done with this new pack. And you can see me here just fiddling around and trying to line up those timber pieces, those poles, and create an extension to this gate really. So we create this kind of like runway kind of vibe, and it's where like the zookeeper, I know that the zookeeper can't actually use this and do this, and if you've not seen my fennec fox habitat, I created somewhat of the same kind of theme with these fences, and it's if like the zookeeper could come in real life, so to speak, and then move up or have a button what moves up the gate to release the cheetahs from the inside area and the run into the outside viewing area, so they can have a runabout and our guests can have have a look at them, and then if they need to lock them away for whatever reason, you know, they need to work, the vet needs to work on them or whatever, they can close that gate either manually or through the button and get them on the inside, so our zookeeper and our vet can come in and do what they need to do to our lovely cheetahs. After we got everything lined up, we then decided to, well, I decided to start building a roof. Again, just using the new mesh pieces, what looks a bit like a gate, and we just used that to create this roof look. So it looks like our cheetahs can't go climbing out, because the last thing you want in a zoo is a cheetah getting into the zoo and going a bit wild. Once we did one side, it was quite easy to duplicate that over, rotate it round and line it up into the other side. And once that was complete, it was time to move on to the roof and back onto the main structure itself, and this will be the inside area for our lovely cheetahs to be able to sleep in and to get a bit of shelter. And we created the roof in quite a unique way. Well, first of all, it's not just a straight roof, as you can see, it does go slanted all the way to the floor. And we do end up adding quite a lot of foliage to the roof as well, to give it that more organic, more natural, more like earth feel. Is that a thing? I'm just waffling now, but yeah, you can see we're just here just carrying on with the same plaster pieces and keeping it in theme with the same colours of what we've been going with. And we used for the roof part there at the top little like wooden planks, which I've never used before, but they do come off looking pretty good. And you can see me here just extending the actual habitat itself now, and adding our area where our habitat gate will be, where our zookeepers can come in and feed and see to our cheetahs. They already had an outside space, the cheetahs. They had the run, obviously, as you've seen, and they've had the little, I call it like the aviary section, because it's circular and it's made of like mesh. It looks a bit like an aviary. So they've got that section as well, but I wanted to give them a bigger section to run about as well. And it wouldn't be one of my videos if I didn't include a bit of water to the habitat, even though the cheetahs cannot use the water, unfortunately. Obviously cats don't like water. Probably some cats do. Comment down below if you can tell me what cats like water. Anyway, do you know what? In fact, my cat kind of likes water. My cat takes baths and his mum baths him. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Yeah, so I added the foliage to the roof, and we add the foliage to the extension part as well, where our habitat gate will be. And then we're going to slowly move into to the detailing back parts and adding the pillars and the little detailing around the edges. But that's pretty much all from me. I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to let you enjoy the rest of this speed build, and stop motion parts as well are in there. You've got the detailing section, and we've got the paths to add as well. And we had obviously end up adding some water, because it wouldn't be one of my videos if we didn't. Again, if you want to support the Cango Wildlife Ranch, the link to donate will be down in the description. If you can't afford to donate, then don't, but if you can, then great. Another way you can help is go over to their YouTube channel, watch some of their videos. They've got some really interesting videos on there as well. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to them. And my name's Adam. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will catch you in the next one. This